Welcome back to another Sunday Prep Day video. If this is your first time here, every Sunday I prepare all my veggies for the week, and sometimes I make a few other things as well. This week I'm going to make some coleslaw and some vegan nut burgers. So let's get started. First I'll start on some cabbage for the coleslaw. Just going to cut it nice and thin. This is going to go in several meals. I'm going to have some cauliflower wings for Meatless Monday. I'm going to have some coleslaw with that. And also with my vegan nut burgers. The burgers themselves are, the patties are going to be vegan. I was going to make the coleslaw vegan, but I don't actually have enough vegan mayo. So they're just going to be vegetarian. But you could absolutely make this completely vegan. And normally I would have, but I thought I had more vegan mayo than I actually did. So for this, we're just gonna cut it fine. Cut out the core. So yeah, I'm gonna have this with my cauliflower wings. I'm gonna have this with my burgers. I'm also gonna do some, I think, stuffed chicken breasts on Tuesday. I haven't fully decided yet. And later in the week, I'm gonna do some chicken wings. Let's see, so Tuesday for lunch, coleslaw with some chicken. For dinner, Taco Tuesday, I'm gonna do some chicken. I still have some salsa left over from last week, so I'm gonna cook the chicken in the salsa. So that should be fairly simple. And then Wednesday, I have a bunch of cauliflower, so I'm gonna do some cauliflower with pork tenderloin. And then Thursday are the chicken wings. And then on Friday, I'm gonna do a stir fry with some fish for lunch with some zero carb rice. And for dinner, what am I doing for dinner? Oh yeah, some fish with some veggies on the side and some potatoes. So that's the cabbage. We'll move on to the cauliflower. I'm just going to cut off a few wing-shaped pieces like this. And the rest I'll just use for my cauliflower. And I figure this will be enough for my wings and my portion of cauliflower. Oh, I totally forgot what I'm making Thursday for dinner, aren't I? I'm doing a noodle stir fry. So for that, I need some chilies, and for the stir fry on Friday, just gonna do a few different colors, 2 different spice levels. There we go, now everything done. And for pretty much the same things as we're gonna use the peppers, chilies for, we're also gonna do some peppers. So we're just gonna cut them into strips. I changed my menu, so for Friday, I'm doing some pasta with fish, that's it. So the pasta I'll just do with some onions, chilies, peppers. If I have some spring onions left, I'll use some of those as well. And I'll use some tuna. Alright, that's the pepper's done. Do some onions. For the coleslaw, I'm going to do it nice and fine. This in with our cabbage. Actually, I think I'm gonna switch that over. I'm actually gonna switch this over to a slightly bigger bowl. Second onion is for the stir fries and the pasta, so that can be a little bit coarser. So I'm just going to blast through that real quick. Alright, that's our onions done. And then we're going to some garlic, again for the pasta and for the stir fries. So I'm just going to give these cloves a rough chop, and then I'll run my knife through real quick to get it finer. go, another thing done. Then we'll get onto our spring onions. Again, for the same things. Stir fry pasta. Because I'm using a food processor anyway for the nut burgers, I'm going to cheat with the carrots. And I'm just going to use my food processor. I have a grater and blade in there, and I'm just going to run this through. This I'm going to put with the cabbage and the onion. Half of these I'll quickly transfer them into a bowl or container just so I can put the blades in. Okay, so carrots. And then I have some different kinds of nuts and seeds. Put on a little bit of sunflower seeds, some cashews, a little bit of peanut, not too much. You could just use mixed nuts, but I have these different nuts in my pantry, so I have some Brazil nuts here. Some almonds. And some hazelnuts. And you want roughly half nuts, half carrots. To that, I'll add some curry powder. And some salt. Some of the nuts I use have some salt in, like mostly the peanuts, but the other ones are all unsalted, so keep that in mind when you're adding your seasoning. And then we're just going to blend that up. Give the sides a quick scrape, and then blend it some more until it forms a little bit of a dough. So just turn that out into the cutting board. And the carrot acts as a binder here. So we're just going to take a nice portion and turn that into patties. And if you have some trouble with your patties to stick together, you can add a little bit of water. I'm just going to use some paper so it's easier to pick them up later. And to separate them in the container. So yeah, if it's not coming together, just add a little splash of water, not too much. And then you can just fry these up in a frying pan, get some nice color on them, and that's all there is to it. So tomorrow I'm just gonna have these on some nice buns with some coleslaw on top. And yeah, that's why I want to do the coleslaw vegan, but yeah, just didn't plan that one through. So there we go, that's the nut burgers done. And then for our coleslaw, we have our onions, carrots, and cabbage. We're just gonna add some salt, a little bit of mustard, I'm using some French mustard, but American mustard would also work. And yeah, like I said, here I have some vegan mayo, but that's not enough, so I'm just going to use regular mayo. But by all means, if you want to make it vegan, go right ahead. It's the same ingredients except for the mayo. I'll just give that a mix. Let's crack in some pepper. And then we'll give it a quick taste. Good amount of salt, good amount of mustard, a little more mayo, just help it along. Because of all the salt in there, the cabbage will wilt a bit, so some juice will release, so it's going to be a little bit more moist after a day or so. So don't put too much mayo in. There will be some dry bits at the bottom, but tomorrow I'm going to give this a stir again, and then it should be the same consistency all the way through. So yeah, that's it. We have our coleslaw ready for the week, we have our nut burgers ready, and we have all our veggies ready. That took me maybe half an hour, but I have everything ready for the week, so when I go and make my meals, I can do that within minutes. If you like this, I do this every Sunday, so sometimes it's just the veggies, other times I prepare some other things in advance, like sauces, the coleslaw in this case, and the nut burgers, stews, that kind of stuff. So, and on Saturday I post grocery hauls, and so I've also done a few what I eat in a day videos for the whole week. But if you want to see what I make with this, you can also look on Instagram, link below, because that's where I post every single meal. So give this video a like if you liked it, subscribe if you feel like seeing more of this, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.